he didn't look like he was on it in the fight because he tired down. I thought, doesn't that give you like some sort of energy or boost or whatever? I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's not something. It's not something like it's not like a methamphetamine where it's a sustained amount of a sustained boost. You know what I'm saying? I think that
yeah.
cocaine, you hit your high and you drop. I think I'm trying to think. I think it's like a half hour to 45 minutes you're high on cocaine and then you start to drop.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Never tried it. I don't know people that have done it. So, not so sure what.
Okay. We didn't hear. We listen. You notice the lie detector machine didn't go off there. And Tommy, even the impeccable was in the other room saying no, it didn't go off. Straight up, you are tuned to Ring Talk. We're gonna have to let you go on that one, my brother. I want you to have a good week. Hug the wife, hug the kids. You're a lucky dude, and we thank you so much for your time, week in and week out, Tommy. You are the man.
I appreciate you, Pedro. Any predictions next Sunday, real quick, on the big card?
I'm predicting that Benavidez smokes Yarde, smokes him like a blunt.
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. And your favorite, Devin Haney against Brian Norman?
Listen, I'm not saying nothing about Devin Haney except that I'm not in the guys that are limp-wristed.
All right, fair enough. You have a great week.
Let's hope the other guy kicks his butt. Always. Straight up, you are tuned to Ring Talk Live Worldwide.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. That's 800-915-9654.
Okay, let's have a little fun. Do you use the expensive blue pill to perform better? Are you thinking about it? So what if we can promise you results for less than $1 a pill? Okay, so these same pills can cost you $30 or more at a pharmacy. And our better blue pill works for less than $1 a pill. You'll save $29 or more per pill. And right now, we'll give you 120 blue pills for just $99. Have a little fun and call right now. Get 120 of our better blue pills for just $99. Don't overpay for the other blue pills. Call Steel Man Pills right now and get the better blue pill for less than $1 a pill. Call 1-800-BUY-BLUE, 1-800-BUY-BLUE. It's easy to remember. 1-800-BUY-BLUE. That's 1-800-BUY-BLUE. And thanks for calling.
I am an American veteran. I'm proud to have served this country. Helping veterans is something all Americans can participate in, and it's as simple as donating an old car that you have sitting around. When you call the Veteran Car Donation Program, they'll explain how their program works, and then arrange a time they can come and pick up your vehicle for free. Running or not, it doesn't matter. They take cars, trucks, motorcycles, or vans. Show your support by donating your car and get a tax deduction in the process. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program right now. They'll come and pick your car up for free, and you'll get a tax deduction in the process. Call the number we're about to give you right now. Thank you, and God bless America.
800-887-1097. 800-887-1097. 800-887-1097. That's 800-887-1097.
Now, more of Ring Talk with Pedro Fernandez.
Pedro offers you his protection.
Straight up, you are tuned to Ring Talk Live Worldwide, your inside look at the world of boxing and MMA. Somebody shot me a text. What's up with the world heavyweight champion, Oleg Kusek? I have no idea, except he's undefeated. Of course, as a professional, both as cruiserweight champion and as world heavyweight champion. Outside of, we were talking about earlier about a fighter being able to draw 60,000 people into a stadium. He's a world heavyweight champion. Maybe he could draw 15,000 people here in the United States. Maybe. I'm trying to tell you that boxing in the United States it's losing its luster because of the fact that we don't have any American stars. You look at the top 10 of the BoxRec.com, the top 10 pound-for-pound ratings. Oleg Kusek at heavyweight, Gilberto Ramirez at cruiserweight. Of course, he's Mexican. Light heavyweight is Dimitri Bivol. Probably should be David Benavidez. No doubt about that. Super middleweight, Terrence Crawford. Russian at middleweight. Super middleweight, Jaron Ennis. Of course, welterweight, they got Devin Haney. I have no idea. I can't believe they have Devin Haney. He's undefeated because of the fact that they gave him back that fight, the Ryan Garcia fight, when he got beat up so badly, got knocked down 4 times in 1 round. In fact, the referee gave him a bit of a break, no doubt about that. Was it Harvey Duck, something like that? Anyway, the referee that night gave him a pass. Of course, Bernard Hopkins, the former world middleweight champion, the executioner, said that Harvey Duck gave Devin Haney, he gave the brother a pass. In other words, he gave him a pass. No, he was. It was pretty obvious. But the bottom line is Devin Haney undefeated, taking on Brian Norman next week. Of course, David Benavidez in the main event, taking on Anthony Yarde. And I predicted a little bit earlier with Tommy D that, this is Benavidez' time to shine. Unfortunately, I'm thinking that maybe if his prime isn't right now, it may have already passed him. And why do I say that? Because of the fact that, so many guys ducked him for 3.5 years. He's waiting like a girl like a guy waiting on a date with a fine girl. You know what I'm saying? He kept waiting on this date, and she never shows up. But come on, when's this chick gonna date me? Well, guess what? The chick was Canelo Alvarez, and she decided she was never gonna date David Benavidez. Okay, and after that, Benavidez moves up to 175 pounds. He is becoming the interim champion of the WBC, the World Boxing Council. The WBC champion is none other than Dimitri Bivol, the aforementioned a unified light heavyweight champion at one point in time. But guess what? He decides he doesn't want to fight Benavidez and gives up his title. So he gives up his title. Now David Benavidez is the WBC champion, and he really hasn't done a whole lot. You got to give him, I give him props for being the best fighter in the world, but he's got to explode against Anthony Yarde. He's got to do something that make people want to talk about seeing him fight again, because maybe him or Virgil Ortiz. Of course, Virgil Ortiz a winner last week. It was a spectacular fight. We'll talk about that in hour number 2. But the bottom line is, it's probably Victor Ortiz or him that's going to bring boxing back here in the United States. I really don't see anybody else doing it. I really don't. Think about it. Think about it yourself. Who else has a chance to bring boxing back here? It's either Benavidez or it's Virgil Ortiz. Outside of that, I don't see anybody promising whatsoever. I'm talking about amateurs, professionals. Nothing rings my bell. Straight up amateurs. Talk about the amateur scene in depth in hour number 2. Bring in Stich Duran. Talk about the boxing issues. Talk about the Muhammad Ali Boxing Act. The fact that Dana White had to pay that $251 million lawsuit. Of course, he settled it. Didn't have to pay. He decided, guess what? I want to settle. I want to pay this. Let me settle this. Yeah, because he thought he would have got burned for more. But the bottom line is, Stich Duran, Jacob Stich Duran, cut man of the stars, from the fields to the garden. Talk about from the fields of California, the growing fields, to the Madison Square Garden. We'll talk about Stich Duran and more. We'll go deep with Stich in hour number 2 of Ring Talk Live Worldwide. Coming up after the news right here on Sports Byline, iHeartRadio, like 1,000 other net platforms. Bottom line is, I'm stuttering. I need to get my act together. This is Pedro Fernandez. Stay tuned for hour number 2 of Ring Talk.